Um, oh,
Until the day when banners cease and war's harsh cries at last decrease, I'll hold her memory, my heart's release, my love, my anchor, my eternal peace.
how many people can be in a State of Decay 2 game?
I think 4
4?
or 5. Yeah.
And
Why?
does that include the person, the host, or is that...
I think so. Why?
Because I was thinking if we could have a Legend Run State of Decay.
Yeah.
Everybody except for Funny, because Funny doesn't have the required stuff.
Yeah.
Again, if I get the money to be able to build my own computer, I'll send her mine. Just, you know, with a little bit better parts in it. Because it can run State of Decay 2 on Ultra, but I want her to have longer use out of it.
Yeah. It's nice of you.
Computers are expensive, and future-proofing helps save money.
Yeah. So yeah, 4 players.
4 players total. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, me, you, Gigi, and Mox.
Yep.
Max. Mox.
Max.
Mox. Max.
Also, it's so weird because, you know, I know them IRL and I've never called them by their...
Yeah? I don't know
And
them
what's more,
IRL.
it sounds so weird. Like, I look at Max and I don't associate his name with him. It's so weird. It doesn't, like, fit him.
Wow.
Same with Gigi. And Gigi has the name of, like the full name, last name and first name of a very famous Hungarian older singer. And it's so funny because that singer went even more famous after told, you know, news outlets that he was abducted by aliens. And he's just deemed crazy, so it makes it even funnier.
Sounds like something Gigi would say.
Engeded magad. Nem nagy dolog. Jó. Igen? I'm here. Sorry.
I know. Alright. If we don't end up having a game today, then I guess we can just transition straight into streaming the other stuff. But
Alright.
I would like a game today because I kind of want the money for something that I wanted to announce. But we'll see if anyone's joining.
A warrior fell from heaven's grace with silver wings and solemn face, a sword of light, his righteous guide. He fought where shadows dared to hide. Broken angel, lost and torn, wings of gold, now bruised and worn. Once a beacon, now a shade, haunted by the vows he made. He battled evil's endless night.
And alone once again.
Hmm.
Yeah, for a bit.
And wept as stars began to fall. Broken angel, lost and torn, wings of gold, now bruised and worn. Once a beacon, now a shade, haunted by the vows he made. In forest deep, an old church stands with shattered glass and weathered hands. The angel kneels where shadows crept and prays to heaven as he wept. Broken angel, lost and torn, wings of gold, now bruised and worn. Once a beacon, now a shade, haunted by the vows he made. Among the ruins, echoes sing of hope and grace, of tarnished wings. He begs the sky for just one sign to let him back to light divine.
Marika's typing.
In the peak so high where winds
Okay.
do scream lies a dragon cold from ancient dream. Creovain his name, with scales like snow. In his icy lair his power
Hmm.
grows.
Creovain, the dragon white, brings a cold eternal night. Hear his breath and hear his roar. In his realm he guards his horde.
Fandom's folks, they quake in fright at the thought of him in dead of night. With his icy breath he chills
Let me
the
check
bone.
this.
In his mountain lair he reigns alone.
Creovain, the dragon white, brings a cold eternal night.
Fear his breath and hear his roar. In his realm he guards his horde. In the dark of night his wings take flight, casting shadows wide, a fearsome sight. Treasure bound in ice, in caves so deep, where the
Heard anything from Funny?
No.
heroes gather bold with hearts of steel. To the peaks they climb, their fate to seal. In the dragon's lair they face their
I asked her if she'll be available. I mean, he wrote me at 3 p.m. saying that she doesn't know yet, and today she wrote, I think so.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
She'll be here.
She'll be here.
Yeah.
In a land of dust where the sun rays sear, a genie stands with purpose clear, guarding waters pure with gaze so keen. By his ancient watch the deserts green, by the waters cool and deep. A genie's watch is firm to keep. You may wish but heed his flame, for seeking more's a perilous game. In his presence grand winds softly swirl, golden lamp in hand, eyes watchful pearl. Ask a boon if brave and speak with care, for his favor gained
Is quite rare.
by the
Water's cool and deep. A genie's watch is firm to keep. Wish but heed his flame. For seeking more's a perilous game.
In the desert's heart his power grows, guarding secrets where the water flows. With a wish your fate might shift or stall, beware the price or lose it all.
January 9th, we gotta do our placements again.
Yeah.
In the moon's soft glow his form is light, granting wishes there midst desert's night. But a careless word might doom your plea, for the genie's gift can't be free. By the waters cool and deep, a genie's watch is firm to keep. You may wish but heed his flame, for seeking more's a perilous game. In the oasis peace is found and known, with the genie's grace in sands alone. Tread with caution, wish with heart so true, for the genie's might will judge you too.
In shadows deep, they find their prey, where faces shift and forms betray. With eyes that gleam like stolen light, they slip through holes under the night. Be wary, friend, of those who see, for not all faces true will be. The doppelganger hides within, its game of lies will soon begin.
Sorry. You.
A word of trust,
Okay.
their touch turns friendship into dust. They wear your face, they steal your name, and vanish, leaving only blame. Be wary, friend, of those you see, for not all faces true will be. The doppelganger hides within. Its game of lies will soon begin. They take your thoughts, they steal your soul. Their only goal to seize control. When truth is lost and hope is thin, you'll never know the shape they're in. You thought you knew your closest kin, but look again, it's not your twin. A flicker here, a fleeting grin, and soon the game will let them win. Be wary, friend, of those you see, for not all faces true will be. The doppelganger hides within. Its game of lies will soon begin. So trust no face, no words they say, for doppelgangers led astray. In shadows deep, they wear their mask and play their part, the perfect task. In the forest heart where rivers flow, an earth golem stands where green trees grow, with roots entwined and stones so firm, a guardian true on watchful turn. Earth golem guards the forest wide. In nature's heart it does reside. If you bring peace, it stays so calm. Harm not the woods and you'll know no harm. It rises tall from earth and clay, protecting life both night and day. With eyes of moss and skin of stone, it keeps the land its heart unknown. Earth golem guards the forest wide. In nature's heart it does reside. If you bring peace, it stays so calm. Harm not the woods and you'll know no harm. So tread with care where green vines curl. Respect the trees, the flowers swirl. The golem's peace, a precious charm. Harm not the woods and you'll know no harm. Earth golem guards the forest wide. In nature's heart it does reside. If you bring peace, it stays so calm. Harm not the woods and you'll know no harm. In the forest deep, it stands alone, a garden of the earth and stone.
Hello.
With
How's
every
it going?
step, keep nature's bone.
Tired.
Harm not the
Yeah,
woods and
I
you'll
feel
know
that.
no harm.
You're a bit quiet again. Is it the mic or is it just me?
It could be the mic. Let me see. Is that any better?
Yes.
Good. Oh man, that feels so early. Okay, no, it's starting to get bright outside. That's something.
What time is it there?
20 past yet in the morning? There we go. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, just. How you doing? What time is it with you guys? Like 7 o'clock?
No, 5:21.
Oh, okay, completely off. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. How have you been? How's your Christmas?
Oh, tiring. That too.
So yeah, it's good, but
Yeah, we had some family tension, and
oh no.
I'm just, yeah, I was just tired of it.
Yeah, that sucks. Always a way to ruin the holiday.
How about you? Preparing to?
Yeah, well, I have to say again to kill it, but probably have to call this one a little bit short. I'll probably have to stop at 11:30, so in 3 hours, I guess,
Mhm.
which sucks. But we need to catch a ferry. I have like stuff to do. I still have a bunch of packing and there's washing to be done and da 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 da. All the things. Ugh. I don't know if I can't remember if I said, but last night we had a family gathering, and I wasn't expecting it until yesterday morning. So I thought I had last night to do all the prep for going away, but surprise, surprise, I gotta do it now. How's it going, Kill?
It's gone. Also, 3 is fine. Can end it a little bit earlier today since I didn't sleep last night, and
Oh man, I'm sorry. That sucks.
yeah.
At least we're all in the same tired energy. This will make this horrifying moment we have to return to all the more awesome.
Yeah. Also, small announcements gonna happen during this.
Yeah, interesting. Can't wait.
As long as everyone joins, I should be able to do the thing that I want to do by Tuesday. So we'll see how that works. And I will do some more research before I pull any triggers, but I think it's gonna really make this game a lot more immersive and better.
Intriguing. Okay. Very cool. And sorry, as always, I'm eating my breakfast too.
Need to ask
How's your
Erica
Christmas,
what
Guild?
she considers slightly late.
A bit late.
And also, it's Christmas, so
Yeah. Good and bad.
got some cool stuff, but other than that, just mostly stay to myself.
Fair enough. Fair
But I do have a new dice set, which is a revolver dice set.
enough. I've seen those. Rad.
The background remover on.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a fidget
dope.
spinner revolver, as well as the dice
Damn.
are. I think the caliber on these is 9mm, or maybe slightly
Man.
bigger.
Your two favorite interests, D&D and being American,
Yeah,
combined into one thing.
being violently American. Well, it's funny.
Hello.
The only downside about these is like the D20 is super hard to tell, like
Oh yeah.
No.
Which one's
what.
building up?
Yeah, because they went opposite sides. but
Right.
the face is so small that you don't have like a solid.
And you probably need to have a super flat surface as well, no texture.
Oh yeah, and like
Hello.
the D6
Hi.
is
Hey.
very easy to read. D4, the smaller ones, but the D20, the faces are tiny. Also,
That makes-
I'm gonna have to ask Ione, what is your definition of slightly? Because to me, slightly is no more than 10, not 26.
Lightly. Lightly just means a bit, but it's more than just a bit.
I'm sure.
She's begun her development into crazy cat
Aw.
lady. You have to give her time.
Yeah, I know. We
Is
gotta
there-
give the crazy cat lady her time.
The void is in the background.
Oh, no, you can so cute. You can.
I can. I spot the void.
Cannot
You
see.
can.
Oh, no. Yeah, I
You-
can. I can. I zoomed in. I can see. Yeah.
It's sleeping
I
because
think he's called Orion.
where are they? Where are they? Yes,
I love it. It's the one star
I can
constellation
name
I know
Bagheera
well.
because we couldn't choose. Is not adopted just yet when
cool.
because it's not identified. So his
Right.
name on paper is Treasure. We can only name it once we have the identification done.
Right.
That's why I just went and picked it up from the streets. No one to adopt from.
Yeah, but like that is registered and then they're gonna get chipped. What we need to get done is vaccine. We need to get his booklet as well, his health booklet. And that's it. I will not officially get the adoptions paper. It was hilarious because earlier, so it goes to observe outside from here, and he spent most of the afternoon sitting there, and I was wondering like, what are you like, what are you staring at there? So I went to take a peek as well, and there was
Pigeons.
an exact black cat. And I was like, oh, it just fell in love from afar. And it just mewed at me like he did not like that. He did not like that. It does observe pigeons as well, but we don't have much here. So there's not
It
much
makes
to look
sense.
at.
Did you do any
Yeah.
chittering?
It's normally just like an indoor cat for now, because of his injury. But they did find him in the street, so I suppose it's gonna want to go at some point. And not what you can see, but there's a mark on the window because when he goes and sees things he likes there, he goes and like scratch the window. So
Aw.
yeah, there might be a call for the outdoors. We'll
Outdoor
see.
cats are a destroyer of the
Blight
environment.
on the earth. An adorable blight. But I always had outdoor cats, indoor cats.
They are
Or to be fair,
a wreak of havoc upon the ecosystem of the outdoors.
Yeah,
well,
but Europe gave
yeah,
up on
but
that a while ago.
they can't really do anything about that. There's so many reasons that they are outdoors. Most of them are not supposed to be there anyway.
I mean,
Exactly.
my cat's always scratching the windows, but
Even
once they are outside, they are
belonged to
afraid.
someone
So
before. How many your cat used to belong to someone before they belonged to you?
no,
Or you found them in the street.
Also,
no. I mean,
Malines.
they were
It's-
kitties. I mean, like 3 or 4 months old. So they were living on the streets,
No.
probably alone.
So,
Kitty talk.
a few announcements to get into before we start our session. One, this is going to be a shorter session because James has to leave, so about 3 hours we're going to try to go for. There we go. That's so much better. Also, other announcement. After this game, we are likely to be moving to Foundry BTT rather than the Above BTT and D&D Beyond, as both have kind of
Interesting.
gone into a decline in recent times. Been having so many issues with Above BTT, D&D Beyond, and Wizards of the Coast
Yeah.
that I think it's time to switch over to something a little bit better. So we'll be going to
Very
Foundry.
nice, so.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm the only one that'll have to pay for it. You guys can all register for free and be able to join the game. You don't have to pay for anything, and we will work together to see how this works. But the biggest thing about it is I can start using animations on Foundry and actually use my Dungeon Alchemist to its fullest rather than to what it is now.
Ooh. That's super cool.
The other announcement is that I now have a Patreon. And
Very cool. I think I saw something with that, yeah. That's dope.
on that Patreon, I'll have the different tiers, but also I'm going to start having a semi campaign almost. I'll be taking your guys' art and making it into voting posters that people can vote on, pay for. Whoever has the highest amount gets to win the election, and we'll decide on what that means going forward.
Ooh,
So
that's all exciting.
something to keep an eye on, and as well I'll be doing some Patreon exclusive videos and doing custom made magic items for people that want magic items in their games. They can pay a certain amount and be able to get a magic item custom made for whatever character, or if they don't want it for a character, for whatever plot point they want in their games. So we'll be going through that. And other announcements, I think that's it. So let us get back into the story where last we left off. You guys the party, last we left off, the party had made its way from the Elf Song Inn down into the sewers on their way to go discuss some things that had been left unsaid when Nine Fingers King, the guild mistress of the Thieves Guild within Baldur's Gate, upon making it down into the sewers, passing through several traps and avoiding many of the different obstacles that have been put in the way for those that might seek to invade the Thieves Guild. for those that would seek to invade the Thieves Guild. The party was then beset upon by creatures from the abyss, later identified as Salisu. Bat-like creatures with 3 wings each, large gaping maw of sharp teeth and eyeless faces that seemed to attempt to latch on to those that they attacked. You all were able to successfully take them out, not sustaining too much damage, but soon found where the source of these creatures came from. And what the creatures are capable of. Finding the mutilated and destroyed corpse of a gnomish woman, seemingly sending one of your party into a spiral of memories and flashbacks that caused them to strike out at the corpse before they were able to regain themselves. And that is where we'll pick up today. So, Ben, you are coming out of this fog, out of this memory, and are able to now see where you're at, what's going on, that you're not back in that time.
God. I guess. So I was like kneeling on top of the body of the gnome and just stabbing it, right?
You stabbed it once, and then were kind of shaken out of that.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's different from what I pictured. That's okay. I stab into the body, and yeah, all of a sudden, all the emotions are released, and I come out of it, and I'm just both hands in the dagger, stabbed in the body, and then like panting, completely confused, bewildered, incredibly upset, like half sobbing. He's just going to stumble back away, right against the top of the, pressing his back against the wall at the top of the stairs, just breathing deeply. And I think he would have taken the dagger with him by accident. He just throws it to the side and just starts rubbing his bloody hands on his trousers, his pants, trying to clean the blood off. He is not in his right mind. With a 0 wisdom check, he is not in his right mind.
I think Percy, yeah, she was near, and I think she called out for Philan
Mm-hmm.
whenever she saw what was going on. Yeah, Percy would try to approach Fen very carefully, very cautious. And just call out his name. Fen? Are you... What's going on?
I think his eyes dart to Percy, but he's still like in the midst of deep, heavy breathing, trying to like catch his breath, settle his nerves a little bit. Big, deep breaths, and he's and it's been a few weeks. Remind me, he heard of whispers before, where the thing that made him investigate was just a sensation that he felt before, or was there voices, or?
It wasn't that there was voices or anything. It was more that the vibe of it was similar to what he had experienced before. The way that the way that the gnome was killed was in a way that was similar to what he had seen previous in his past.
yeah, well, he's sitting there very, very slowly, not doing a very good job of trying to calm himself. And just like, there's. Fuck. I've seen this before. That. Sorry, something came over me. I need a minute. I need a minute. I don't think I can talk about this. Give me a minute. And he's just gonna turn around, put feet on the steps, and just continue. Deep breathing, trying not to feel like an absolute psychopath. Bury those emotions deep, deep, deep again. Healthily. Totally healthily, not at all badly, burying those emotions.
Percy would just nod whenever Fan says that, and then she would turn to Philan with concern, looking at him like,
And
Whoa.
as Falon steps in, he kind of looks back to Ione and goes, I think you should stay out of this one. Nira, can you come in here?
Sure, she's on the way already.
Is this a
She
side-eye
didn't notice
chain?
the thing.
Also,
Side-eye
the,
what?
Chain.
where is he talking in?
It's right here.
I ate it.
You might not be able to see because of the
Where?
shadow.
You guys,
Somewhere here.
Hiding in the darkness.
Hiding
I
in
see.
the darkness. Okay, fair.
yeah, you can hear him. He's inside of this room, but he's out of your line of sight. So, Ione, you'd have to, like, step into the room to be able to see him, but...
I don't want to do that though. Okay, fair, I see.
Falon will step over and kind of approach Finn in a I'm here if you need me, but I don't want to be overbearing kind of way. He's
Okay.
stepping softly and not exactly like staring at you, but trying to be a calming presence almost.
Okay. Yeah. And sees that, he appreciates that. And now he's just in his head. He doesn't want to go through this stuff. He's dealt with it before. He's put it all to rest. This is like, the skeletons in the closet, the ghosts that lying over him are being all dug up again. He's trying to do the math of how can he get out of this quickly enough, but I think he just comes to the conclusion he has to sort of share a little bit at least. So once his breath sort of returns to closer to normal, I don't think he's quite there yet. He's like, okay. He stands up, puts his back against the wall, and holds out his hands. He's like, okay, and like big, uses his body to talk. He's gesturing with his hands, which he sees are still smeared in blood. Ah, fuck. And he like prestidigitates to clean his hands. Like, ugh. So, I used to have another god. I was raised with another god. Not a good god. And whenever I walked into this room, I was taken back quite a few years. And something came over me. And I really don't want to talk about it, but I was taken to the worst moment of my life. And I think there was either, I don't know, it didn't feel like a spell, right? Like this wasn't something that was left here. Like, yeah, it's like this, I don't think it was a spell, but something came over me, and I don't quite know what to do about that, but I think these sort of gestures to the mutilation, the blood everywhere, the horror in here. I think this was done by worshippers of Shar, Lady of Pain, and he points to all the sort of like unnecessary torture and stuff. Yeah. He sort of looks at Flana like that because if he figures that if everyone will know who Shar is, that he will.
Gonna roll a religion check. He has, let's see, a religion. So 17 total. As you say Shar, his face kind of drops and he looks to this corpse as well. And then Ione, give me a insight check. Or actually give me a perception check. You're able to see behind the tinted glasses that Falon has started to customarily wear pretty much everywhere so that he can finally see what you guys see. The eyes flick towards you as Shar is mentioned, and a flash of concern comes across his face before he kind of swallows that down. Okay, well, can we go one fucking day without having some cult of some kind being in Baldur's Gate? I mean, I swear. That's bad.
Enlighten us. What will that look? Maybe I sound far, sorry. I'm thinking you're on because I'm trying not to wake the child. So looking at Philon, I suppose, because that's what the perception check was for. She will ask him to enlighten them. I'm not sure everyone knows who Shar is.
Kind of looks towards Finn. With it's the look of, are you okay if we talk about this? Because like it's clearly a lot going on behind everything.
Yeah.
So he's not sure if talking about it is going to make everything worse or better.
He like Ben's fully back in the present. He looks at Falan and sort of picks up his like grimaces, just really like looks away. Yeah. Yeah, please. I don't want to tell it, but you should.
That he nods and then looks to the group. Says, Shar is the goddess of loss, pain, and night. Sister to Saloon, goddess of the moon. And formed from the primordial chaos that made up all of everything. She's one of the oldest gods and seeks to plunge the world and the planes back into eternal darkness, emptiness, void. Her followers like to do things like this. Cause pain, suffering. But not only does she inflict pain and want to bring our world back into primordial darkness, she also wants to take the memories of everyone here. So, I think it's best that we avoid this goddess as much as possible.
Ben nods in agreement. But unfortunately, and Fan, there was like tracks leading down the stairs, right? There's like blood trailing down, and or am I misremembering that?
No, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think that there might have been. Yeah, there's definitely blood. It appears that this gnome was dragged down these stairs.
Oh, these stairs lead up?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The
We
kitten's
get
only...
out of here.
I see.
As Ione runs
What did
away.
you say? What did you say?
We get out of here.
It was a really Nina move. Oh, I'm going to take your head and run.
So the two elves are running.
No, just kidding, just kidding.
I don't like this. I would be very happy to go as far as to say I hate this, but I don't think I can rest easy if this isn't followed up on. Like, I don't think he doesn't want to force anyone to do anything. He very much wants to follow the two elves, but he also knows that he's not going to be able to, you know, relax. This is not going to be something he can forget about. If they leave right now, one, evil cultists. Two, evil cultists he might know, and he doesn't want to leave that uninvestigated. That could come back to bite them in the ass. We could go to Keen and leave a marker here or something and tell her about it. Still doesn't
Yeah,
feel
that-
good, but
Might be a good idea.
she might at least know where this leads to instead of us running into a random place with cultists. His lips kind of twist as he says cultists.
So let's deal with Keen first.
Yeah. Yeah?
We got too many things to do. Not enough time to do everything, so let's just focus on the things that we can accomplish right now.
Okay.
As Ione raises her hand from outside
Got a
the...
question? Yeah.
You don't need to see what he's doing in the background.
Fine. We all have pets.
Yeah.
It's mostly the side. You don't need to see that side.
It's mostly void. It's fine.
Yeah, it's black on black. We're
Yeah,
not
but
seeing anything.
That part of his neck, that part of his neck is not void color.
Oh, I can't really see it.
That's the thing.
So,
Nice, neat.
Wait, continuing on.
And I said the prayer rites, right? That was what
Yes.
caused the. Yeah. Okay.
So, rights have been said. You guys are then continuing on. Correct?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Let's go.
As you guys continue on, you make your way towards the entrance to the actual Thieves Guild proper. No more traps block your way. Seems like the majority of traps were meant to dissuade people from getting there, so by the time that you get to the actual entrance, it's assumed that you're meant to be here rather than invading. And as you guys make your way down, Finn, this is your first time in the Thieves Guild proper. You see that there's a ladder that climbs up and out of this sewer area, and what you emerge in is this dusty and dark storage space. There are crates and boxes, a mostly unused. You can see by the thick layer of dust across everything that none of these boxes have really been touched, and cobwebs line the walls, but you also see that there's a narrow corridor that seems to wrap around that the group takes as a collective. So narrow one by one, but as you go through, a set of planks are in the way. Who's leading in this?
I guess Percy would.
Alright.
Just because of the previous things and the traps.
Percy is able to knock on one side of the panels and they fall not off of the wall, but seem to get knocked loose from that side and swing down, revealing an open bar. There are humans, dwarves, a few halflings are in here. I watched Lord of the Rings recently, so I've got that still in my head. You see that there are a couple elves and a half-orc behind a bar counter area. Tables and chairs, the interior is warmly lit, though most of the people in here are wearing some kind of dark clothing, whether it's black cloaks, dark leathers, or black face masks that cover up from the nose down. And looking around inside of this main area, you don't see Keen just yet.
Where's my notes? Do we see any sign of was it a Dragonborn? Carlin? I can't remember what race she was, but Carlin 3 silver? Or any of the people her cronies? Or Philippe even?
Doesn't seem...
No, no one we recognize, basically.
No one you recognize yet.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, Keen had her office um next to the bar area,
Back a
right?
little bit past the bar area, it's by a what appears to be a large stage.
Yeah. So I think Percy would head right there
Is anyone
without
playing?
any hesitation.
No one seems to be playing currently. Go ahead, give me a Give me insight or a performance check.
One of those is much better than the other. There you go.
19. With your expertise in being a bard and knowing like typically the hold on, is set at 10 a.m. Okay. But you see that there isn't really a how to best explain. The stage is set up less for like people to sing and give entertainment and more in
Like an announcement?
an announcement stage.
It's got a podium.
Yes.
Okay.
It's looking at it, and with your keen bardic eyes and the way that you hear sound reflected in this room, doesn't really seem like it'd be acoustically good for that sort of entertainment.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
But you see Percy heading off towards a towards a door back towards the stage off to the left of it.
Okay. Definitely following with the others.
Right. As you guys.
So I do walk past the bar and I look at the bar. Heavily consider stopping. A drink would be great, but he's not going to get separated at this stage.
Looking at the bar, you do see that it is a fairly heavily stocked bar. There's bottles up on the wall behind the bar, and the half-orc behind it is currently cleaning out a mug. It's heavily stocked. Everybody around seems to have drinks. Nobody has approached the bar in the time that you have been down here, though.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Noted.
Alright. As you all make your way into this room to talk with Keen, knocking on the door first before entry is granted, you see that she is currently standing behind the desk that takes up the large majority of the back end of her room. There is a piece of parchment spread across the entire desk with several different colored flags pinned into it. And a half-elven woman standing next to her, leaning over the desk and moving the different flags. A familiar half-elven woman. One that you guys had seen in a cage in
Okay.
the
And the
lair of
one
the
that was
cult.
on the photo,
Yes.
I
Photo.
assume. Or well,
Painting
the
or whatever. But what?
yeah,
Portrait.
yeah. Sorry.
The portrait.
Yeah.
What was on this portrait? Or where was the portrait?
It was on the desk. It is no longer there whenever you come in.
Oh, okay. What did we do with her?
You
Where
got,
did?
you guys freed her, and she went off with the other people that were freed.
Oh, I thought she was still unconscious. I don't remember her waking up. Okay.
I think at some point, Falan will have been like, "We need to wake her up and get her out of here before we
Okay.
go any further because she is just a liability."
Okay. Fair.
So we'll say that she was woken and she made her way out.
Cool.
And now you see her in here with Keen. Everybody give me a perception check.
Woof.
All right. So Persephone. Let's see. Finn, you're still trying to come down from that moment in there.
Oh yeah. He
That-
is not right in the head right now.
Yeah, trying to see anything in front of you, you're kind of just autopilot walking with the group. Persephone, you have proficiency in perception, correct?
Think so. Wait.
So technically you can't roll anything under a 10.
Yeah.
So that would be a 19.
Hey.
You are able to pick up on the two of them. They are close together, and behind them there are two wine glasses that have recently been drank from, and looking at this parchment, as soon as you walk in, you notice that it is actually a map of Waterdeep. Nira and Ione, you two notice the glasses, the closeness, the map of Waterdeep, but also are able to lock in on this map of Waterdeep. There seem to be several flags around in different areas in Waterdeep. You notice that there are 3 red flags spread out across Waterdeep. The flags are on points that are labeled. They are labeled by the Trades Ward, the Southern Ward, and then Castle Ward.
I think by now everybody knows that Nira's going to straight running towards the red flags. You know. Whatever that is, I mean.
Nira doesn't see colors.
She's colorblind.
Nero colorblind canon. Okay.
Best
Holy
ranger in town.
Okay.
So, you see those. You also notice that there is a blue flag within the. Let's see, where is it at specifically? Nope, not that. Within, I think it was within the castle ward. That is labeled that is labeled as the House of Crystal. Those are all the things that you notice upon entry. Keen glances up to the lot of you and raises an eyebrow before saying, "So, it would appear that you all were successful on your mission. Tell me, what was it? And how did you make your way through? My compatriot here," she motions to the half-elven woman who glances up to all of you, "has told me much of what she knew, but there seems to be a few spots that are blank."
Well, Baal cultists, right? And he looks at, he's just like, it's a point of he knows that information is given to this woman. He, like, yeah, just, you know, what hasn't been discussed yet. So there's Baal cultists, underground cavern, River of Dead with walls of eyes. Did you get the River of Dead with walls of eyes?
There was something of a river of dead with walls of eyes, but
Yep, that was fun. We had flash golems, less fun. Um, ritual room. Um, yeah, lots of dead cultists. Well, alive cultists, then we killed them. Made them dead cultists. There was a room where they had. And okay, this is me because it's been a long ass time. So I oddly remember the layout, but remember exactly what sequence was in them. So the room to the right was the ritual room with the altar.
yes,
The room to the left was that was where we found the circus folk, right?
yes, prison.
Was there anyone else in there, or there was a prison, but was it just the circus folk?
No, it was a dwarf and half elf as well as a human.
Okay, but not this half elf, different half elf.
Different half elf. Male.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, so explain that, and then we went north of there or up, and that was into the laboratory, or was that into the treasure room? That was the boss's room, right?
That was the boss's room from the prison.
Okay, yes, and that was where the alchemist was.
From the starting entrance whenever you first came into the
Yeah.
entrance of the cult cavern, going north went to the laboratory that had the flesh
Okay.
golems, and then
Laboratory.
the treasury. From the prison, which was the left of the main entrance, is the boss room to the north.
I'm trying to remember the boss room now. I explained the laboratory, all the things they were doing.
Had a
Where was the-
reliquary in the boss room that was destroyed by Falon.
Oh, okay. Was I there for that one? That one's just looting my memory. That is,
You were there for that one.
I was there for that one?
You were there for
What
the
was-
entire cultist.
Okay, okay.
Was there was also that pixie, right?
Yes.
Pixie, or what happened to the pixie?
You guys never set it free.
Where
Oh,
You guys just
is the
left
poor
it there.
thing now? Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nobody messed with it. Nobody attempted to help it. Just it got left there.
Sorry, that's the Sangarian. But Fan tried. My brain. Wow.
yeah.
Fan tried to help her with her teeth, right?
Yeah, you
think.
guys attempted to heal her teeth.
And
And
after
it-
that,
Didn't let her out.
I might have
Maybe
gotten a
should-
concussion at some stage because I have no. This is not ringing any bells. I'm like, Pixie and teeth? How is that not sticking out in my memory?
A
Oh my God.
pixie was tortured, kept in a cage, and the pixie itself didn't have teeth loss. There were other pixies previous that their bodies had been mangled, and all that was left behind were teeth
Oh.
as the only
Ooh.
thing that survived. So there was this pixie who was beaten pretty badly. Finn did heal her a bit. Then you guys just kind of left without unlocking the cage.
Remembers that suddenly in the middle of explaining. I was like, ah, shit, we left the Pixie there. God damn it. And yeah, Fan, this happened, what, 2 days ago for Fan?
Yeah.
He recounts it as accurately as he can remember. My memory is not up to par. But yeah, explain. I do make note of it was like, well, if you're interested, I don't know if you intend on sending people back there, but there was a very interesting treasure room with a very interesting puzzle. And he explains the treasure room and the fog, and that you need to cover the middle, and that's as far as they got before we decided to get out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
But lots of treasure if they've not gone back and cleared it out yet.
As
But
you,
yeah, real horror show.
as one would expect from cultists of Ball, but this treasure room does intrigue me. I'll have to send a party down there. Thank you for your aid in this endeavor,
Ben
and
inclines his head.
for the return of my men. So, time for me to make good on my end of the deal. Refresh me on what her end of the deal is. Do you guys remember specifically? Because I tried to remember, but I think for Percy it was to learn more about what was going on in Neverwinter with her old guild.
and also that she would help take down Caius if
Okay.
because they were rivals. I mean, they are rivals, sort of. So Percy told her that she doesn't care about power at all. Just wants to take down Caius
Alright.
and the others.
For Nira, it was information about her sister and possible other family.
Aw. Okay. I thought this was going to be an Wizard of Oz kind of thing. Percy was going to get knowledge for brains. Nira was going to get courage. Ione was going to get a heart. I figured if one would be more effective, but I assume it would probably just end up being the heart of a child or something. But
they couldn't find one that would actually work for Ione without being corrupted.
Oof.
Sorry, it lined up pretty well.
So, she starts with Nira and looks to Nira and says, "So, in payment for you, I did some investigating, asked a few questions, looked around, and came to a understanding of where your sister may lay, but also have found something intriguing. Within Waterdeep, there's actually a group of elves that had recently made their home there. Not too long ago, about a year or so. And many of them seem to use the stars.
Oh. Oh.
I understand this might be
right?
familiar to you.
Yes. Kind of. To be fair, Nira until now she thought that they are not besties at the moment, so she didn't have hopes for an answer.
Keen makes good on her word. You'll be able to find them, and she kind of motions over to the map and points to a section of the map that you can see is labeled as the North Ward. And she kind of taps on what looks to be a city block within here. It is on Suldown Street. You'll find that they took up the majority of housing within Suldown Street.
I see. And are these these red flags next to each other or close to each other on the map?
One is within the Castle Ward, one within, said it was Castle Ward, God damn it, now I'm trying to remember which ones I said exactly. Castle Trades and Southern Ward, I think. If anyone wrote them down. If you didn't, then it is now. So
Okay.
within the Castle, Trade, and Southern wards, they're fairly spread apart. For context on the size of Waterdeep, it is a metropolis of sorts. with a population size of about 2 million people. So
Oh, okay.
fairly spread out. On the map, it looks like they're closer together, but with the key, you can see that they're probably about... Let me actually bring out a tool. I can tell you exactly how far they are. They are... approximately about 1/4 mile each spread out,
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair,
or
fair.
you know, well, point about 0.4 kilometers away from each other.
No, that's not too bad. Okay.
It's within walking, but also not next door to each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sweet. Okay, so elves. Okay.
As far as your
Noted.
sister, I was unable to discover anything new that might be of assistance to you. I'm sorry to say.
That was more than I expected, so thank you very much.
Looking over to Percy. You requested information on your guildmates and what fates befell them. So far, I could not find anything on Mirelle. Seems like no one has seen her in quite some time at this point. Unsure if she went underground or if something happened to her, but here's no one else knows as well. But to your friend, have to look at Thorn. Appears he went the same way as you.
Yeah, surprising.
He is currently within the halls of justice and is awaiting his sentencing. And since your escapades, it seems that they have changed up the dungeons.
Hmm.
Now a field of anti-magic surrounds it. No more spellcasters being able to explode their way out now.
Yeah, well, it seems Caius likes to stab people in the back.
And speaking of Caius, word is that he is becoming a little bit more praised. It's making rash decisions. Bad play. They've had a string
Such
of bad
as...
luck.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Through a series of poor decisions, it seems that the coffers of this guild is soon running dry. They don't make a big play soon. Well, if the wolf can't find sheep, then the pack may have to consume the leader.
That would be too easy, I assume. So, are you still willing to aid me in taking down Caius when the time comes? If needed.
Should you need it, you may call on my aid. So, I can't remember if there was anything for Ione. Finn was paid in coin.
No, she didn't ask for anything.
But I have not been paid yet, right?
Have not. She reaches under her desk and pulls out a sack of coins, setting it on the table and pushing it towards Finn. This is for you for completing the requested task and staying with this group long enough to ensure that it was completed.
Fenn's natural instinct is to barter, but he's just... It's more energy than he actually has right now, so he just, taps a knuckle to his forehead like a sign of appreciation. Is like, thank you very much. A pleasure. And he'll take the bag and tie it at his waist. Sorry, was there anyone else who had... That's Ione, Percy in here. Okay. So, funny thing, whenever we were coming here, we did notice a murder basement. Know anything about murder basements near your base? Covered in blood, dead gnome. Ben's like looking at her, seeing if she's reacting. If she knows
She
about this.
looks very confused.
Yeah, not too far from here. There was a room with an extremely mutilated corpse in it. We think that it might be related to Shar, which, well, we know how the last cultists ended up, how that situation developed, so thought you might like to know. Yeah.
She sighs very heavily and begins to like rub her temple a little bit. Just had to choose the city that cannot go 5 minutes without having some cult trying to take it over.
Yeah, what is that? That's so weird. You'd think they'd fight each other.
No, apparently not. But no, I did not know of any murder room.
Murder dungeons, yes.
Shaw.
Pshar, I say.
Raises an eyebrow. So, now you tell me, first cultists of Bol, now cultists of Shar. This city gets worse by the minute. May have to make our move towards Waterdeep sooner than expected, but
Thank you, Keen. To be clear, thank you for was good doing business with you. Appreciate the as well the introduction to these folks. They're pretty. He was about to say chill. Looks at Ione. They're great. They're just great.
That is good to know. Should I need of you all, I will call on you. But for now, I must make plans. So, if you could excuse.
One question. Is there an easier way to get to you without all the traps?
Can always take the river. Leads directly to here.
I look at the round of the rest of them. You knew about this? There's a non-trap path? Okay, thank you.
Falon looks and says, well, I mean, to be fair, it's also upriver, and you have to paddle against the river current to make it up here, so it's exhausting for me.
Okay. Oh, they didn't. I can help, bro. Okay, anyway, that's the next time issue. Can I get a drink? Are we okay to get a drink? He turns to Keen. Can I go get a drink?
Feel free.
Oh, thank you. And that's Van ready to go. I don't know if anyone else wants to inquire more. I was thinking about offering help for the Shar thing, but I don't know. I don't think he wants. He does and he doesn't want to get involved. He has very strong feelings, and they're in both opposites. He very much wants to get involved, and he very much does not want to get involved. So maybe he would look at Flan and sort of like see if what he's thinking about that.
Give an insight check.
Okay. This can only go. Oh, okay. No, it's.
14. Falon is kind of studying the map in front of him on that table and is kind of outside of everything right now as he seems to be looking at one specific spot.
Okay. Does anything like I was split focus at the time of the map being described, but did anything stand out there to me? Like anything I've encountered before or was particularly relevant?
Roll.
This is gone over in detail.
Roll a history check. 17. There is actually something on each of these that you have knowledge about the 3 red flags. Each is labeled. You see within the castle ward that it is labeled with Xanathar. Which the name sticks out to you because you heard of there was a bard passing through Baldur's Gate at some point that spoke of this Xanathar and how he runs an entire thieves guild within Waterdeep, which is said to be nearly impossible to run because of the hidden lords of Waterdeep. The hidden lords being the rulers of Waterdeep, but they are never exposed. No one knows who the actual rulers of Waterdeep are, and in that way it is very hard for criminals to create a guild of sorts, because you never know if you're with someone who is actually a lord of Waterdeep and is there to get rid of you.
Okay, interesting.
So Xanathar sticks out to you in that case. The one within the trade wards is labeled the plinth. the plinth stands out to you because it is one of the only temples that allows worship of all the gods within the good alignment, good and neutral. No evil gods are allowed to be worshipped within here, but it does have within it a section for all the gods of Faerun.
Okay. And what city is this in, sorry?
Waterdeep.
Okay.
And the last one that you notice is that in the southern ward, the red flag is labeled as Roadhouse. You are aware of Roadhouse as it is a guild of coachmen and carriage drivers, people that would ferry back and forth between Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, and all the surrounding locations. Fairly well known and respected guild, and typically whenever they are involved in something, it's either a person of high station that is being taxied around, or a group of adventurers, mercenaries. The people that hire their services are not typically just like your average peasant folk.
Okay. And what do I see? Which one Flan happens to be staring at? The plinth?
Flan is staring at the one that has the plinth.
Okay. What's his I guess a 14 might not tell me, but what's his vibe? Is he like intense, good, bad?
With a 14, hard to say.
Okay. Okay. Fan will sit on that and relay it to everyone whenever they're out of earshot.
Okay. Then, if nobody else needs anything, Keen ushers you all to leave the room so that she can go back to her business at hand.
How much gold did I get so I can add to my inventory?
You got 400.
Awesome. Love it.
Wait, I do have some questions for her, but I don't want the others to hear.
Alright, so are you
Like,
staying behind?
so when she hushes everyone's away, she's hushing us away, right? She will probably stay behind. I mean, she will close the line and close the door once everyone is out. Is the elf
said,
woman still there?
Yes.
Do they look like they still have business together?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Roll insight.
Oh. Never noticed that proficiency on that.
Who knows? They might.
No. I guess. Well then she will just ask her if she could clear the room for a minute because she has something to ask Nine Fingers. I think I'm the only one that called it that, but okay, never mind.
The half-elf raises an eyebrow before looking over to Keen, who kind of gives a small nod. She exits out of the room, closing the door quietly behind her as Keen looks to you. Raised eyebrow seems to be waiting.
The name of the person. Oh yeah, I found it. I think. I'm not sure. I think. Is it? Yes. So she will take a seat and just tell her, well, I don't know if you're aware, but I found myself in a bit of a pickle. That's a weird way to put it. And there is a way that you would probably call easy for me to get out of situation. But with what I intend on doing, it would probably cause more problems than solve any. You eyebrows. So I was wondering if you have any information. I mean, you people and the guards, you're not very friendly with each other, are you? What I mean is you don't exactly follow each other's codes and values.
Not typically, no.
Would you happen to know anything on one specific, if I give you the name, would you happen to know something maybe that I can use against one of the guards?
Hmm. What's the name?
So I have two written. One of them has exactly whatever, and the other one doesn't, so I'm not sure. Julius? It's the guard captain dude. His name is Julius, no? Because then I have Lucas below that, but there is nothing written beside it. So the dude that out of character, in case he wasn't clear, the dude that asked her for the 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 deal thingy, wasn't it him?
Yes.
Okay, well then him. She won't dirt on that dude.
Ah,
It doesn't have to be now because we are going somewhere, I believe. So you would probably have time.
I can see what dirt I can dig, but Julius... Fortunately, he's one of those, righteous fools. Believes that what he's doing is good. And... doesn't really... dirty himself.
Well, I'm not exactly righteous myself, but I have a feeling that it might be doing something wrong. I don't know.
If you have a feeling, then I'm sure I'll find something.
Great. Then I will be waiting for you come back or whatever.
Very well.
You have a nice day.
You as well.
And she will leave and tell the other half woman that she can go back in.
As you leave, you see that the half-elven woman is just outside the door. And as soon as you walk out, she's walking in and doors closed. But now you guys are out in this space.
Bent looks at Nira, eyebrows raised suggestively whilst looking at the bar.
I mean, I mean,
I mean,
I mean.
and that,
If you
like,
drink,
he
if
just
you
keeps on
drink, I
saying "I mean"
drink.
as he walks towards the bar.
Yes. If you drink, I drink.
I mean,
I mean. so
definitely
so.
orders whiskey.
Yes.
Half-orc looks to you as you sit down, asks what you want. I mean...
I mean.
That does make Fen smile.
Yes.
And I guess.
I drink what he drinks.
Well, then whiskey.
Okay. She's not going to Jesus. What is my English? He's not going to ask any questions. Yes,
No problem.
the same.
Alright. Then you guys are able to get your whiskey. There is no cost to this. Seems that Keen
Oh,
has
sweet.
given word that you are allowed access to some guild privileges.
Ben looks very seriously at Nira.
I mean,
She doesn't know what she's done. And absolutely, a whiskey for not. Let's double fist some whiskeys.
I mean,
And
yes,
yeah.
I agree. She's, she's just going to take a sip. This is
He's
nice.
not better. This is nice. He's better. Honestly, like he thought the drink would help most, but just the joke with Nira and the bartender is doing a lot to sort of settle his nerves. And he's able to like finally release a lot of the tension in his shoulders. He's in a place oddly feeling safe, surrounded by thieves, but his friends are close by, and he's like,
It's my present that
yes,
calms you.
100%. Knowing that Nira is there, ready at any moment to run away from whatever danger is there, Fen is much relieved.
I'm glad I was able to help you, my friend.
And he cheers and drinks. Look, I'll look around the room. Like, what does everyone else seem to be doing? Are they just everyone's grouped off?
Just hanging
Does it look
around.
like adventuring parties, or are people just staring at us? Like we yell, I mean, at each other.
You see the few odd glances and looks in your direction, but no one seems to be paying particular attention to the lot of you.
What? Okay. I mean, yeah. I don't know what the others want to do, but definitely gonna chill for a bit here. Ask the bartender, how's your day going?
He looks to you, gives a small grunt, just a
Yep.
wiping
brother.
down,
Nice.
wiping down a mug.
Okay.
I mean, unless we don't crawl on the ground, we are good.
I have. Let's see. Okay. I can cure one of us of alcohol poisoning once, so we're good for we're good for an eye.
Nice, nice.
My favorite thing about playing a paladin who's a who's a drunk, he can just cure himself of alcohol
It's a
poisoning.
perk.
Yeah. What do Percy and Phelan and Ione get up to?
Percy would probably be lost in thought, just thinking of Thorn, Dungeon, Mirel, how there's still no word on where she might be.
Phelan is a little bit lost in thought. He he's less like deeply entranced in his thought process and more like kind of muttering to himself about something, but is more or less just kind of existing in the space.
The verb that he is undergoing is existing. Okay.
Yeah, existence.
Good.
I mean, um, I don't know. Is anything in here catch our eye, or do we just have a chill drink and then leave?
That is up to you guys. If you want to have a chill drink and leave, you may. Nothing of seeming note or interest has happened in the time that
Okay.
you've been here.
Okay. He looks at the stage, considering whether he wants to make an idiot of himself. He considers it. He enjoys his drink and considers it.
Alright.
But unless anyone else has anything else to do, maybe we should just get a boat back and. I mean, maybe he could probably call people over one stage, like, I feel like it's probably just a priority for me, but I'm kind of tempted to go back and say to Keen that we could help with the Shar cultists, but that's my shit, not your guys' shit. What's our next plan of attack? Should we go find... Were the elves in Waterdeep the Nira's elves? And Cassius was in Waterdeep?
Caius is in Neverwinter,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
the elves are in Waterdeep, and there's something else that hasn't been told to you guys yet that is also in Waterdeep.
Yes, it was told.
Did you?
Yes.
Don't
when
remember
we were
it.
still all in the when we were all still in the room. She didn't went into the details, but it was to say that well, you people still tend to enjoy being helpful and good at helping individual. Well, there you go. There is this to do. She did not involve herself at all in it. She didn't say like, well, listen, that could help me. Nope. But it was told to the group, and she still have the scrolls with her.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, makes sense. Why are you sleeping like a
Okay.
diva?
Like a diva? Bradley. What next, guys?
I think we should order another drink, maybe. Yeah, before we leave.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was implied. By just existing. I think. Should we see? Can I scan the back of the bar for any mushroom wine?
oh jeez.
Give me a perception check.
She has the bottle, you know.
Sorry?
She still has the bottle.
No, I don't think you took it. You didn't accept it.
No, she did. Do you
What? No,
remember?
you
Everyone,
You said you wouldn't.
everyone drank a
She
little bit out of
did.
it, and then she closed it back and she bagged it.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry. Perception check.
Yes.
Oh, that does track. To be fair, if it's got to do with
You were-
alcohol.
Speaking of, I'm eating. Some of the
Good.
alcoholic chocolates are too good.
Oh, they are. Jeez, I love them.
Each of them's almost a beer on its own, so that's fun. But hard alcohol.
Like cherry liqueurs or something.
That one was coffee liqueur, and
Ooh.
there was a
Oh, that's
whiskey
good.
liqueur, tequila liqueur, and a Bailey's.
Oh, tequila and chocolate. No
Oh,
bueno.
no,
Yes.
delicious. Strangely,
Really?
super good.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
Tequila,
They
lime,
are
and
good.
chocolate apparently goes together.
Interesting.
Everything goes with chocolate.
So I'm gonna spice up
What
my
do you
next chocolate.
mean?
I would not consider tequila and lime to go together with chocolate. So. Oh, so okay, Sarah. But fuck, I forgot where I was. Asking what to do
Mushroom
next.
wine.
Mushroom wine. Scanning for mushroom wine with a dirty 20. Looking across the back bar area, you're not seeing anything that stands out to you as mushroom wine. A lot of them have labels, but also fair majority of them seem to be labelless. The things that you do see is something called the false hydra.
I am trying to remember because I know my other D&D group fought one of those, but I was working, and I did not get that much context for that session. Okay. I asked the half-orc, what's that one right there? And it points at false hydra. What's that? Any tasting notes in that one, my guy?
He looks to it and then looks back to you with a slight smirk and a chuckle. I don't think that you're man enough for that one, son. Might want to stay with the lighter stuff.
I mean, just trying to read this. What is it? I don't necessarily want to try it, but I'm not looking here to get fucked up and ruin Keen's bar.
Trust me, that one won't just fuck you up. You probably not remember what you did.
Okay. I mean, I don't realize how much I say that until it becomes a joke. Look at Nira. I mean,
If you think that you can handle it, you can certainly try.
okay, like just alcohol, magical effects. Not my proudest moment, but I have drank grain alcohol before.
As far as I know, just alcohol.
Oh, okay. I look at Nira, shrug, like, that's fine. Like, again, we're trying to relax here, not get kicked out. But man, you got me curious now. For God's sake. He looks around. Like, this is a good question. You said at the time that no one was approaching the bar. Have people been coming and doing business while I've been sitting here? Or is everyone just nursing their drinks, not approaching this bartender?
Everyone's just been nursing their drinks. Just.
Because he doesn't seem great. Okay.
There might be a reason why Keen put this guy behind the bar.
This guy behind the open bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have as much as you want, as long as you're able to put up with this guy.
That's very funny. Like, okay. Okay, how about this? Do a shot with me.
'Cause 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 'C Ah. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check, you say.
This is gonna be a hard DC because this guy's seen what this can do.
A hard DC, you say. Then maybe maybe I'll use Emissary of Peace. Completely unnecessarily. So let's do that. Oh, there we go. What? No, that's not. What?
You roll to hit.
So that's also plus. That's plus a third. Wait, what? Okay. We can use that roll if you want. I'm on Emissary of Peace, and it's got a little square around the +5 it gives, and that's what it does. It's that plus 13 is the roll. So 32.
And he's so drunk. He's trying to hit the bartender.
Oh no, I'm fine. We haven't taken the shot yet.
You see him, he chuckles a little bit, and then the look of seriousness comes across his face before the smirk spreads into a wide grin, a wide toothy grin. You can see the tusk coming up from this half orc, almost extend out of the lip, but seem to be filed down a little bit to be able to go underneath the upper lip. And he grabs the bottle and pops it open with a very solid. The way that it sounds doesn't sound like a cork coming from a bottle. It is different and it's alien, and something just doesn't sound right about it. But also, as soon as he opens the bottle, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
You know I love those. Garbage.
A smell wafts out of this bottle that is intoxicating immediately. Not in like the acrid smell of pure alcohol, in that kind of burning of your nostrils smell. This is a enchanting, almost words. Why can't I have my thesaurus open in my brain at this point? Enchanting, inviting aroma that makes you want to take this drink even more. He pours out 2 shots, pops the cork back into the bottle, sets the bottle back up, grabs his, and holds it up to you.
Ben readies, has his hand like just on his hip and raise an action to lay on hands himself, and it's like, yeah, sure. Clinks glasses with them, knocks it back.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. He's got
let's see
one as well. I'm gonna use a regular dice instead of the bullet dice because I still gotta learn how to roll those.
Not bad.
17, okay. Okay. You see he knocks it back. Seems okay. Ben, as soon as you knock it back, you can feel it's different in the way that whiskey burns. Beer goes smooth. Dwarven spirits typically stick as they go down. This is different from all of them. It's not burning, it's cold. It's not viscous. It's a strange feeling, and as you feel it go through and down, and it hits your stomach, you can feel almost a pit of cold radiating through you. And I need you to make another wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because
Can
you
I
failed
use
the
my land?
Constitution saving throw.
Can I use my land hands before?
This is happening as this is a immediate effect of so
Okay.
after this it may help, but this is just a too quick to be able to stop it.
Okay. That's fair. Fuck me, man. None of these wisdom see it.
Finn,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to now roll me
Whoopsie doodle. Someone miscalculated.
let's see. Da, 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 da. Roll me a d6.
Okay.
As you experience this coldness that hits your stomach, and as you feel the alcohol already pulsing through your system, it's lightning fast in its ability to filter through your body and wash over you. A numbness takes you, and something's lost. Can't quite put your finger on what exactly you lost. There's something in your memories that's faded.
I'm guessing I'm pretty drunk.
Oh, you're fucked up.
Like what? How does this hit me? Like emotionally, am I sad about this loss? Do I miss this loss, or is it a thing I could have done without?
I'd say it's a thing that you could have. You don't feel immediate sadness. It's just the feeling that something is lost. Like you try to go through what exactly it is. And you find that it's a person. A person's lost. But you don't quite know who.
Oh, God damn it.
If you'd like, you can try to run through the people that you know.
Okay. Trying to think of people. The mean thing to say is, trying to think of people I could do with forgetting. Top of the list, Ione.
Yep. Comes through Crystal.
Okay. Damn. Okay. So people I don't. Carolyn 3 silver.
Comes through Crystal.
trying to like run through my time in the cavern, or in the Baltists.
Mm,
Baltists?
all of them.
Cultists. Like really drunk and just like rubbing my face and my chin, sort of pull up my shirt collar, get some fresh air, and I think the necklace, and I try and think of the name I normally attach to the necklace, Isola.
Still there.
Okay, that was surprising. Okay, I think he's too drunk to sort of investigate further. I mean, I could list through everyone in the backstory, but I don't think that's interesting. So I think it's more interesting if it just. Sorry, there's. I see emphatic. No, go on, do it. I'm trying to list through people. Okay, fair. Can I remember my mother's name?
You remember your mother's name, but as you get to your mother's name, you had a dad, right?
Who's to say?
Yeah, you had
no,
to
I
have
did.
had.
I probably had one.
You probably. Everybody has someone that they come
Right.
from. So, who was yours?
Hmm.
Can't remember his face, his voice.
He was either tall or short.
Tall or short? Maybe purple
I
skin, but every time you try to think of your father, all that comes is blank. Emptiness.
Okay. Okay.
As if
Okay.
someone had taken that person from your life and just vanished them from reality.
Okay. 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 It is very funny to me to picture like all this deep internal pondering, and Fan is just rip roaring drunk and just like half falling off his stool. Oh, the bartender looks okay.
Bartender seems fine.
Okay.
He rolled a
You son of a
natural
bitch.
20.
Yep.
He's absolutely...
Oh,
He
shit.
tanked that shit.
Shit. Well, yep. That was that's interesting. So do I still have this like pit of cold in my stomach?
Yes.
What is like sort of something I sort of had a thought of, it reminds me of, is I do think to talk to... Oh man, why is my brain deserting me?
Your sword?
My sword, I have the name. Mikadras. Mikadras.
Yeah.
It's like, how you doing, bud? It's been a while. Sorry, I didn't mean to neglect you.
There's a long...
Fully talking to himself at the bar.
There's a long pause. Are you really drunk again?
I think if you have to ask, you don't have to ask.
There's a heavy... Child, you should know. Poisoning yourself with that filth is a stain on yourself and those around you.
I didn't realize you were straight edge.
I am a sword, of course I'm straight edge.
Hey! Fan claps. Again, this is all like spoken out loud.
Yeah,
at
you
the
guys
bar.
just hear him saying this to himself. Just clapping, laughing, nearly
Woo!
falling out of his chair. Just...
The skillful part is how much he's leaning, but the chair does, every single time he looks like he's about to tip over, it does right itself.
Yeah. There's one point where he's literally on just one leg of the chair. He looks like he's almost at a 45-degree angle and just barely pulls it back.
He was like, okay, that's fair. This is an eccentricity that of mine. I'm sorry I did not realize / remember. Have we had this conversation before?
You have
Did not know
not
that you
talked to
find
him
this-
since you got
a long
him.
time. Yeah, it's been a couple of days, so it's not like the months it has been real life, but still.
Yeah.
And I have talked to him since. Just it's been a while. I think last time I talked to him was in the treasure dungeon, which is
Yes.
a decent bit ago. But Macadris, did you ever fight a false Hydra? There's something, it tickles something in the back of my head, but I don't quite know what it is.
There's another long pause before he comes through once more, and the tone is somber and serious as he says, "A false Hydra. Yes, I know of what you speak, but it is best not to fight one. It is best to abandon the spot where it would lair, where it would nest, and ensure that no one would make their way there again."
Oh shit. Okay. What sort of things could it do?
A false Hydra will not only lure those within its lair, but also those within miles of it. Its song alters reality, changes perceptions, makes it appear as if it were never there, and removes the memory of those it consumes.
Yikes. Awful. That does not sound good. Well, I've forgotten something. Okay. Nira, how you doing?
Oh no. Don't bring me into this.
What? What?
Hey, just let me drink. I'm still
Okay.
catching up.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Just maybe I have a short-term memory loss or something, but where's my baby?
He's with you.
Again?
Nice.
You guys brought him.
Yes.
Goog?
Oh.
Gig.
Yeah. Oh, he's with us. Okay.
Oh, I thought we sworn we left him somewhere. Okay.
You guys
I
had a
didn't know
very
that.
long talk about it, and then ended up bringing him anyway because no one could watch him.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That does sound fair.
I just love that we don't finish these conversations.
There's just been a
Okay.
griffin sitting in Nira's lap.
Oh, okay. Then I have to act like a responsible adult, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. I can drink too much this time. I don't want a rematch after the pleasure
There's-
accident.
There's no judgment, but Fen does look at Nier like, "Are you okay? You're only drinking a lot, not everything."
I mean, no, I'm not okay, and I really want to drink. But when you have a baby, you'll understand this, Fan.
Are you okay? You've barely eaten your dino nuggies.
Is that from something? That rings a bell.
I saw it on a Facebook post about autism.
Okay.
You barely touched your autistic sample platter.
Oh boy.
I know Nuggies.
Want some dino nuggies now. Okay. And then like he's just completely veering from topic to topic. Hey, Kedris, why do I feel cold inside? You like cold things. Why would a false hydro drink make me cold?
Cold.
Yeah.
Cold is from the loss you've sustained. I suspect it's taken something from you.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool.
Maybe you should drink some more whiskey and you'll feel heat.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. Okay. thank you,
Maybe
Kedris.
I drink with you just a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
I won't say children's size because
That's probably
Children-sized alcohol, really.
There's just
There's a
Barkeep-
5-year-old sitting down at the other end of the bar, just pounding whiskeys.
but it's a rat folk, so he's like midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Barkeep,
It's
your
a
finest sippy
kobold.
cup, please.
But not from a whiskey glass, but from a shot glass maybe, or I don't know.
Okay. A sippy cup.
The
Yeah,
fine
whatever.
you asked for the finest whiskey,
I asked for
Of
the
course.
finest sippy cup.
the finest sippy cup.
Near
with dino nuggies.
Dino Nuggies. Yeah, did you do appies?
You provide your own food.
Okay.
I'm not here to feed you all. Just here to get drinks.
How's your
Oh,
voice feeling
sorry.
between Candrace and the half-orc, Caleb?
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
I do this a lot.
That's fair. Okay, sure.
That's a voice I use to yell at my dog, so it's the only voice he listens to.
Jesus, terrifying. Just being at the dog park. Come back here. Listen to
No.
me. Swear
No,
to me.
it'd be more like, Lucian, get the fuck back here. Come on.
Woof.
That's fair. I do have a very specific dog misbehaving voice. Like, stop. Come on. Come back here. I almost never use except with dogs.
I love
It's
to-
me with Enzo.
love to look
Enzo.
at him and just go, oh, you're a good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh, you little shithead. And then whenever I'm really angry, I'll be like, oh, you're such a little fucking idiot.
Oh,
Oh,
you little asshole.
you little asshole. Oh no, I'm gonna get copyright struck.
No.
Oh. Oh boy.
That's a one shot we have to do. Mickey's Funhouse and Friends.
I'm going to laugh my ass out. No.
Your ass
Oh no,
out?
Chappelle,
No.
we get demonetized so fast.
Yes. And copyright
And sued.
struck.
Copyright struck and sued. Yep.
That's why I can't do any Star Wars campaigns, because
Yeah. Oh, that does suck. But like, it's a TTRPG. You can't like.
Darth Vader hits different.
It's Genesis. I wonder if they've got no GL kind of thing.
they probably do. But
Probably. Anyway,
Anyway.
that's another discussion. Ben is drunk. He's enjoying it. It's not as bad as he thought. So he's got the lay on hands ready if he feel like he needs to sober up. But for now, he's just enjoying.
well,
You're just laughing at him.
if you're able to handle that, then I think you'll enjoy this. He pulls down from the top shelf a black bottle.
Oh no.
The interior you cannot see. It is completely opaque, and there is no label on the outside of it. It is sealed with a blood red wax.
I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad
Yeah.
sign, but let's try it.
You're gonna open a whole new thing for us?
I'm not just doing it for you. I want to try a taste of this too. don't have a
Oh,
good
okay.
enough excuse to do it on my own, so if you all are taking some, I might as well take my cut now, shouldn't I?
Okay.
Of course, big boy. Do what you have to do.
Side eyes, Nira. What? I mean,
Jealous.
what you got there, friend?
Kind of looks around and now, Finn, you don't notice this because, you're 3 sheets to the wind, but
Wasted,
Nira, you're able to, with your passive perception, notice that there are a bunch of people now looking at you guys. Like, almost every eye in this bar tavern area, it has eyes on you, and they seem
I don't want to
very
start a fight
curious.
now.
But
I really don't want to fight right now.
the bartender looks to the both of you. I got no fucking clue. Let's try it. As he takes out
Oh,
a
no.
dagger and begins to cut the wax seal and kind of trying to be as careful as possible to get the wax off without having it break up into pieces. Though partway through you see it beginning to crumble in his fingers and he just fuck, and just rips nails through the wax itself, just ripping it off.
No,
And
posh. But
you now
okay.
see the cork, which he then pops out, and as he does, you both are hit with the smell of many different spices and flavors. You can, off the bat, with your guys' passive perceptions, smell like almost is similar to a spiced rum, but heavier.
Okay.
Why is it spicy?
Only one way to find out.
He begins
Yes.
pouring out shots. One for you two, and then one for himself.
Fen looks around at people watching and just points around at people. Come on, get a shot. Get a shot.
No, Nero just tries to calm him down. It's okay. It's okay.
As you say that, Finn, all of the people that were watching you, eyes immediately go down. And as
They
you
know what's
turn,
about to come.
as you turn back, you see the half orc raising what looks to be a very large club from underneath the underneath the
What?
counter.
What? Why?
Why?
It's going to protect the thing or what?
Do you ask?
No. Family
Uh,
doesn't want to fight. Just keep it.
he looks
keep
confused,
it silent.
suggestively. He doesn't say anything, but he looks at the guy like, why?
Kind of leans in a little bit. Says, none of them would try the false Hydra with me. They don't deserve this.
Okay.
Again, probably a reason why Keen has this guy behind the bar in a completely open bar with a bunch of people that would likely want to keep drinking.
Okay.
You get the vibe that he's of the mentality that if you can't go drink for drink with me, then you don't deserve the good stuff. Anyone that wouldn't drink the hard stuff with him doesn't get any of the good stuff.
That's very Hungarian of him, but okay.
See the faint imprint of a bottle, the label that says Unicum?
Actually, you do notice that the liquid itself is viscous almost to the point of syrupy. Like, just shy of being a full syrup. But
Ooh. Hmm?
is also itself black.
The herbs.
Is this an ooze? Fen takes his shot and sort of gives it a jiggle up to against the light.
It moves in the glass like a liquid would. It just sticks to the side of the glass a little bit more than a typical alcohol. Like, imagine Jaeger, except about 1.5 times the viscosity.
Oof.
So
Fen like
Okay.
grabs something from the edge of a napkin or something and dunks it in to see if it's corrosive.
dip it in, pull it out. We got soaked edge of a napkin. Doesn't seem to
Okay.
be dissolving the napkin or anything.
Sure. Fen
But
looks
also,
near. Oh,
also, funny little thing at this point. You both hear feet coming up to you, like soft footfalls coming up, and then
no.
a chair next to you moves, and you look around to see like what caused it to move.
Mhm.
You don't see anyone standing there at eye level, so you look down
Oh,
and you
look
see
down.
a little kobold, probably about like 3, maybe 2.5 feet tall, pulling this like bar stool closer to you guys. You hear the grinding of the chair against stone floor as it comes to rest next to you two. And as it does, the bartender glances over, has a small grin, and then pours another shot, sliding it towards the kobold as he leaps up with a
Oh, kobolds. Greedy little
Fen.
fuckers. I don't like them.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's fine. Hello. Fen is very sloppily gives a salute, like, hello.
That was very charming.
My name's Fen. This is Nira.
Hello.
Not threateningly, just drunk.
this
I'm a child.
this is something similar to what you see, except wearing dark leathers with a hood pulled up, and not currently holding a sling or a dagger in one in hands.
What kind of gear does he have? Does he have
Beast.
like sheaths for daggers or?
Seems that he does have a belt that holsters the daggers, as
Pickaxe.
well as a small pouch next to this dagger. But you also notice that on the other hip, that the dagger's on his right hip. On the other hip, there seems to be a cage of some kind. And it's a small, like, wicker cage, like someone wove it themselves. And in this cage appears to be something, though from your vantage point you can't quite see exactly what it is. The kobold looks to both of you, raising the shot.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Tanira, are you
Okay.
going to decline?
I mean, absolutely not. I'm going
Okay.
to drink this shit.
Okay. Here's to being a responsible parent, and Van clinks glasses and drinks a shot.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You both make me a Constitution saving throw. Finn at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
You're drunk.
fuck.
This is pushing it past. So you're
How? How did I do that?
Can I give Nira a bardic?
No!
With my cheers?
I'm going to fall off the chair.
you can certainly try, but a bardic ain't gonna be able to save this.
I mean,
Are you
roll a
going to?
d8. You get a d8.
Go ahead and roll a d8, Nira,
Oh fuck. Okay.
as you feel confidence wash over you from the clinking of a glass and cheersing.
Oh Jesus.
And that confidence is
go.
misplaced
Min-
because as you take this drink, the spice blend of this is overwhelming. It fills your nostrils, fills your mouth, coats your tongue, and as you take the shot, you both can feel this like pulse of heat coming from your throat, washing through your chest and down into your stomach. The pit of cold is gone at this point. You see the kobold grabs onto the counter hard, nails digging into the wood, and seems to be holding on for dear life onto this countertop. The half-orc is like
Oh yeah.
I'm
That's the
pretty sure
burn.
this stuff is from my grandfather's backyard.
Is that a
The-
Hungarian saying or something we don't have context for?
Yes. Yes. Anything that's been made in your own backyard, then yes,
some real
it's going to
poaching.
be like, yeah. It's going to hit twice. I'm telling you.
So the closest approximation that I could say that this is
Black Ops Synth.
so I'm trying to see. Man, there. So you get this taste of cinnamon, heavy cinnamon, and then that fades. You get burnt caramel, brown sugar, chocolate. It's a wave of different tastes, and then the alcohol hits. And as the alcohol hits, you both feel this warmth radiate through yourselves. And then your tongues feel numb.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You see the half orc bartender looks to you guys and he says, "Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that was good, man.
That's some good shit. You're gonna get me fucked up." You see the kobold looks over to you guys and it says, "What the fuck was that? Yeah,
Huh?
what? I don't even know that.
Huh?
Huh?
Nina is just going to rest her forehead on the countertop and just laugh because no, she won't even try.
The wood countertop feels cool to your hot forehead. And
Thanks.
Nira being of paler
I'm
complexion,
hot, thank you.
Persephone, Ione, everybody would notice that Nira's face is beet red at this point.
Oh boy.
Finn's face
Like my hair.
Finn's face is hard to tell because of his tiefling skin tone, but even his face is ruddy at this point. like cheeks are flared, and the half orc is getting darker in the face as well. The kobold doesn't really change because that's scales, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Phalan and Persephone would both be able to notice Finn's eyes, the pupils are extremely wide.
Okay.
It is very bright in here right now, Finn. Like, almost blindingly so.
Fan like comes to the countertop and like has a little burp and burps and breathes over his shoulder. Whoo! That was something. Ah.
I need to get some more of this shit.
I think I would die. So. No, I'll be fine. Sure.
You going for another one?
If he, that's what he said, right? Sometimes hard to say.
He begins pouring for the both of you. The kobold smacks his hand on the countertop and goes, "Oh, that's it."
What?
What the fuck?
I think I was you.
Ben just stares blankly at this guy. I like your
Oh.
energy, but I have no fucking idea what you're saying.
I say, I put the
Uh-huh. Fan eyes completely
Mhm.
blank of comprehension, just nods.
the the half orc looks to you and he says, "I think he said he was some do."
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. Niwa?
Mm.
Niwa?
She's just going to shake her head and continue to laugh. She's in the stage of the laughing drunk when you just can't
Yeah.
stop laughing.
Yeah. Fan sees that she has a really good idea and just takes the scabbard, like pressing her head against something cool. He takes the scabbard of McKendris and just presses it against his head. Oh,
Feels like you just put an ice cube to your forehead.
yeah. Oh, this is good. Presses
Or
it
an
the back
ice
of
bath
his
or
neck.
something.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
Another round of
Mighty
shots.
spicy. Go ahead, guys. Good luck, have fun.
They
What was
all
the thing I said when I approached the bar? I'm not looking to get fucked up or wreck the place. Okay,
yeah.
that lasted long. I think I turn around because the thing I love doing Fen and Nira get drunk, but I feel really bad that Percy and Ione don't get to get involved. So I turn around and point at them like, come on, try them. Teeth really
Mm-mm.
good.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You know what? Phalan will step up and he's
Percy
gonna
would-
take one.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I was about to
Ooh.
say that Percy would just look at Philan and say, "Well, if you'll try it, I'll try it too."
Come on, Ione.
Might as well.
I'm not
Fine.
sure
Alright.
they are prepared for something like this. Nia is an alcoholic and she said no to the next one. and somehow everybody just wants to jump in. Are you guys like mental or something? Is everything okay?
Like, what does Fen say? Fen says, come on, Ione. You came up to the surface to live. Do some living. It's hard to do this without sounding like a 5-year-old in general, but that's where we are.
That's most of the fun, though.
She's judging you from afar. Zero intention of coming any closer.
That is the first example of YOLO, I guess.
YOLO?
You.
Okay. Fen shrugs. Like waves her way. Boring. Okay.
All right, everybody make Constitution saving throws. It's gonna drink.
Me with disadvantage, I presume?
Yes.
Oh, whoops. Okay. That's the first one. Okay, that's better. So 12.
So 12, 15, and all right. You guys one by one down these shots. Percy, immediate numbing effect. It hits you hard, and you can feel the warmth spreading through you, and it takes everything in you not to like double over. You see Falon take his sniff, down it, and just immediately bent over, coughing, trying to keep himself in check. Just this is rough.
Then pat him on the back.
The kobold downs his. Seems no worse from what he was.
Yeah.
And the bartender downs his. Immediately is sitting down on a stool behind the counter, just like holding on, rubbing his forehead. Oh. And Falon, as you pat his back, is just like, oh no, don't pat my back. That's too much.
Okay, sorry.
Uh,
Feels good though, right?
good? What are you talking about?
Good burn.
It's a good burn. There's
Huh.
no burn's good. I healed so many burns in the church. No burn is good.
What is it?
It's hard trying to do a lisp with a southern
With the,
accent.
I was thinking that.
So, I'm trying.
I appreciate it. Alright. So I don't need another. Probably.
I'm over. I don't need another.
No.
Anyone else feel their
No.
face? I gotta feel my face. See him kind of like
Fan reaches
lightly
over-
slap.
Fan reaches over and touches Flan's face. I can feel your face.
You see him like wobbly reach over to yours and kind of like pat you on the cheek. Can you feel this?
What?
Pats
Okay,
you on
okay.
the cheek
You need
again.
to be- What? Starts saying the same sentence like 3 times. Like, okay. We need to be responsible adults. We have got to get a boat home, and we need to not fall in the water. And we also need to be. I'm watching whatever the skip is. Need to not fall in the water, okay? So we should stop there. Drink responsibly.
I didn't think you knew what responsible was.
What? It's a trope that's like, it's one of the classic tropes of D&D of playing a character who's a drunk. I've never done it before. So fucking fun.
Percy would lean over to Fen and just try to whisper to him. Slap
What?
his ass.
What? Fan, you don't know what Fan heard, but he looks very concerned.
Can't say it again. I won't. I take it back.
Fan looks horrified at first.
Okay,
You
someone
have
clip
lost?
that.
Sorry. Flop? Oh. Oh no, M's falling off screen.
Yeah. In slow motion for me, because for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't mention slow
Oh,
motion
no.
again.
What?
So you guys are
Um,
pretty fucked up, except for Ione.
Who looks the most fucked up out of all of us?
You.
You.
Who looks second most fucked up out of all of us?
Probably Nira.
Philan. No, I'm sure it's Philan because I'm an alcoholic.
gonna say.
I can't tolerate alcohol.
That's the
Philan's
thing.
going to be
We
on
need
the
to.
floor.
After we put in enough dedicated being drunk scenes, we should get some sort of proficiency
Yeah.
in being drunk or something.
Really sounds like
We'll work
Tyrion.
for it. We'll work for it. We'll work
You
for it.
guys have advantage on your con saving throws against being drunk. Built up a
Oh, yeah, shit.
tolerance.
Wait, for real? I mean, I get.
No, not right now. You guys. There
In
might be
general,
something.
I
There
guess.
might. I might do
Eventually.
something. I might
Okay,
give you guys a feat.
that'll be dope.
You're gonna have to
free
put a
Adam Brawler
lot more into it.
feat. Very fair. Very fair. Okay. How you doing, friend? And he looks at the bartender who's rocking in his chair.
Well, I don't know. Anyone else think the room is too bright?
Oh yeah.
Can see his pupils
Whoa, your
are
eyes look queasy.
Yeah, his pupils are almost the size of his iris.
Fans have got to be by now.
Hey,
Just full.
the exact same. Like, not quarters, but like damn near dinner plates.
What is what like the? Can I make a history check or some sort of knowledge check to see if I can figure out what this liquor is?
You
'Cause
can
we
make
still don't have a name for it, right?
no. You can make a history check at disadvantage.
That tracks.
This isn't drunk history.
Okay.
11, no idea. The only thing that pulls you towards any semblance of knowing what this might be is that it is spiced by spices that are not typically native to the Baldur's Gate area.
Okay.
Baldur's Gate,
Can I
however,
do
is
a
a...
check?
You can also do it at disadvantage. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't hear it.
You
Spicy
can...
wicker.
Where's your girl?
Oh man, why?
I get water.
We getting robotic?
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
For some
robotic,
reason
don't
started
robotic.
dropping frames. This is... I don't know what's going on with my internet lately, but I'm just having problems. Go ahead and make a history check at disadvantage. Nira.
Yee. Where is it? Oh, I found it. Disadvantage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Nira? You barely know what alcohol is at this point.
What? That is
No,
such a deep
I
change to your personality.
A primary aspect.
She
my
is
life.
so fucked up at
Don't
this
look at me like
point that You forgot how alcohol is made.
Oh, wow. I mean,
You'll probably
okay,
recall it
sounds like
later, but
Passively says, just because of his religion, this is a gift from the goddess. And it just seems very believable to you.
wow. Don't let Fen know. Don't let Fen know.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Rest of it.
Hey, Goog. Goog. Are there any badgers in here?
What?
make an animal handling
Melody
check at
badger?
disadvantage.
Oh no!
Oh, not the baby.
7. You see Gig looks up to you, looks around, spies the kobold. Gonna jump on the kobold.
Oh
Whoa.
no! 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 Yay! Fan! Not the kobold.
He looks swingy.
Yes, everybody looks sweet right now. I know.
Let's see. The 12, you see it jump over at the kobold, and the kobold, as Goog jumps over to him, the kobold,
Whoa, 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 whoa,
seemingly unaware, falls out of his chair just in time to avoid Goog, and he just sails over. Though the kobold lands on his back and is just like giggling down on the floor.
Does
Mhm.
Goog look okay? Doesn't look hurt?
He's
able
fine.
to fly, so new.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Honestly, didn't realize he could fly yet. Okay.
can't fly very far or for very long, but
I
the
like
wings, it's
him
less flying and more
They go up
gliding.
so fast.
Okay. Slow falling.
Yeah.
Was there a Hadesy thing, I think? Okay. Okay. Goog. Goog, it's okay. Relax, Goog. Friend, not food.
Mm,
I
no, she's not.
searched.
She's not going to say. She's not going to say.
Newa, can I see the bag?
What do you want?
Fan sticks his head like mouth really close to the bag and goes, Dino Nuggy.
He's not.
Dino Nuggies,
No, he
rolling.
doesn't.
Dynamite
Such a
is
thing
not-
exists in Faerun. The fan wants to summon them.
I don't know. I don't care, but we are going to try. I'm gonna reach for the bag.
Okay.
We need to feed Goog something.
I thought you wanted to. I thought you wanted. Dino nuggies. We are going to look for fucking dino nuggies in fucking bag. It's expired. Doesn't matter.
Let's hope behind hope.
So,
Yeah.
are you trying to get Dino Nuggies out of this bag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? You whisper into the bag, trying to summon out Dino Nuggies,
Dino Nuggy.
and then you reach in and try to grab out Dino Nuggies, and you feel something in your hand.
Oh.
No. Oh, I found something.
And as you
What
pull
is
out,
it?
you see little nuggets of precious metals carved into the shapes of dinosaurs.
Ben throws him back in, disgusted. Can't feed these. He just pulls out more jerky, which he's sure that Goog's
Yeah.
getting sick of.
Probably at this point.
Yeah.
But also,
Does Ben have Mage Hand? I can't remember. No, he does not. Okay. Cool.
I think we'll have to pick this up later because you said 3 hours.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's
That'd
a
be great.
lot to delve into after all of this fun, but we had a fun little after holiday session. So we're going to end it here, and I will get back to you guys on Foundry VTT, how to set it up, what is
Okay.
needed for it, and if you guys are able to go through it. It should be a web browser thing, but
Web browser thing. I've used it before, but
I think, yeah, we're gonna call it here. You guys are sufficiently drunk. Adventure lays before you, multiple quest points that you might go towards. The world is yours. So, we're
Awesome.
gonna go into our comments, questions, concerns, and we'll start with Persephone.
Yeah, it was good to be back after the holidays. Yeah, it was a good session, lighthearted. Mine, so. Oh, am I cutting out?
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, I just said that it was a good session, lighthearted, but I didn't mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all.
Alright. Ione.
Same. We haven't played in such a long time with the holidays, so it was nice to take it easy as a comeback, if I can say. So yeah. Very nice.
Alright. Nira.
Yep, I enjoyed it as a comeback game. It was good. I don't know where are we going from here or where this all leads to, but I'm down to know and to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yep,
Alright.
very much.
And Finn.
uh, it was very, very fun. Like I said, do love Fan and Nira getting drunk. Always makes me laugh so much. I
Yes.
love the bartender. That was great, and that was very fun. Very interested to see how Fan forgetting his dad will go. That's interesting. Also interesting because I don't think I ever gave him a name, so maybe I did, but I don't think so. Yeah, so that's fun as well. Nor his mother. Only concerns is, as always, I feel like we're just stealing too much spotlight. Try and do stuff and get Ione to come enjoy herself and take a shot, but no. Always feel bad that Ione's just staring judgmentally from a corner, but that's
Yes.
that's a role playing decision. Oh, and the other concern is just what Percy asked Fan to do to Falan, but that will hopefully be forgotten whenever they're sober.
We'll see. Alright then. I can't remember the last time that we played what joke I went with. So we're just gonna start off fresh with a brand new joke. And that one is, what number really jumps out at you? And you guys will find out in the next one.
Interesting.
Doing that voice is so difficult with
any accent? Oh, I'm sure.
Especially doing it with like the kobold, because the kobold you have to use your tongue, but your tongue's supposed to be numb, so you're just letting it.
Yeah.
With the half orc where you're just like, it's not that bad, but talking in a southern accent, like talking in a southern accent, you're putting your tongue like right at the roof of your mouth, and you can't do that, so it's kind of like you're kind of Hawking. I can't record.
Yeah. So good. Are we ever gonna figure out what that alcohol was or did?
Probably not.
Okay. Just chalk it up to a good night.
You guys leave a lot of threads just lying around, so
Well, the rolls aren't with us, especially when
Yeah.
you roll everything with disadvantage.
whenever you roll, after you've been heavily drinking instead of before you were heavily drinking.
You're
Yep,
always heavily drinking.
All right. And
that is also true.
This
Oh,
is our main profile. Enzo. Hey.
Oh, also a thing that I want to run by you guys. I'll drop it in the Discord chat. I've already shown Erica and M, but I want your guys' opinion on this too. It's something that will be a Patreon exclusive,
Uh-huh.
and we'll see how it goes, but I think it'd be very fun and funny to do. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and let's see how this goes. So